Hi, today's video is basically for all you who feel they can't bake, feel they don't have the time to bake, or feel it's just too hard to do. So today we're going to make a pie. It's an old recipe, it's been around for years. Your grandmother probably made it. You may have heard of it. It's called impossible pie. Some people call it magic pie because all you're going to do is mix the ingredients together and pour it into a pie pan and bake it. No crust, no topping, just a mix. So let's get down to it. What we're going to need are 9 ingredients. 2 cups of milk, 1 cup of flaked coconut, 4 eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 3/4 cup sugar, a 1/2 cup of flour, 1 stick of butter or 8 tablespoons, and then the last 2 bowls have 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and the zest of 1/2 of a lemon, which is about 1 tablespoon. Alright, there's your ingredients, so let's start mixing everything up. Alright, so we're going to mix our ingredients together, and I'm off camera for this. I want you to see what I do. So we're going to take our milk and just pour that in. We're going to take our coconut, pour that in, and for this you don't need a stand mixer, you don't need a hand mixer, you can just use a whisk or a wooden spoon. You can use your mixer if you want, but there's really no need for it. We're going to put our sugar in. We're going to put our flour in. We're going to put our melted butter in. And we're going to mix that up so everything's nice and combined. So some people use an actual blender for this. I don't think that's necessary. It's just more stuff to dirty. You want to moisten all your ingredients. And at this point, you can just do it like this and you can have like a custard pie. But I put lemon in mine. You can also experiment with this. You could use lime, put some chocolate chips in the mix, and drizzle some raspberry flavor into it, and do it that way. Basically, anything that goes with coconut will work with this pie. Now, it occurred to me that some of you may not understand what a zest of a lemon is. And I'm going to explain to you about a lemon, or any citrus fruit. Okay, so whenever you see a recipe that says that calls for a zest of the lemon, or a zest of an orange, or a zest of a lime, it's basically a citrus fruit, and what you're going to do is the zest is the peel. Now, lemons and oranges and limes all have 3 basic components. They have the peel, the pith, and the pulp. Zesting a lemon is dealing with only the peel. In this case, it's what's yellow. So you're going to take a scraper, you're going to take your lemon and just scrape off the peel. Right there you have your peel. So you can use different size scrapers and make smaller pieces. You use that one. And you just want to go down, and so you want to take your lemon and just scrape it. If you scrape too much and you actually get into the white, that's the pith. And you don't want the pith. The pith is bitter. But if you get a little bit in there, it's going to be okay. Alright, now you know how to zest the lemon. Once you've zested your lemon, you want the juice. So you're going to take a bowl, take your lemon, and just squeeze the juice out. Now lemons do have seeds, so you may have to fish the seeds out. but I already picked them out. And a half a lemon, you use about a tablespoon of lemon juice. Alright, we're going back to our mixing and we're going to add our lemon zest and our lemon juice and stir that in really well. So we're going to take our mix that we mixed, do one final stir, and then we're going to pour it into a prepared pie plate. And a prepared pan simply means that you've greased it with shortening and sprinkled flour along the bottom and the sides. It helps the pie from sticking to the bottom. Okay, we're going to bake this at 350 degrees for 45 minutes to an hour. The way we tell if it's done is you're going to take a knife and put it in the center, and if it comes out clean, it is done. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this in the oven, and we'll be back. Okay, see you later. I am back, and our timer's gone off, and I'm going to pull out the pie to see if it's done. Okay, that looks wonderful. Alright, this looks really good. First off, it comes out clean, so it's done. It's a little jiggly because it's custard, it has to set. But as you see, it made a crust on top. And on the bottom, you'll see when you cut into it and serve it, there's a crust on the bottom. What happens is gravity pulls the flour down to make the crust, and the coconut floats up. And we're going to let this cool down, and then we're going to cut into it and serve a piece. Alright, we'll be back when it's cooled and set. Hi. Our pie is done, and I decided that when I serve it, I want to have a topping. And what goes good with lemon? But blueberries. So we're going to make a blueberry compote. Alright, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to take about a cup of blueberries, about 3/4 cup sugar, and about a cup of water. We're going to heat that up. Get the sugar dissolved. I also want to macerate the blueberries, so you're going to take a fork and just kind of smoosh them up a little bit. Fries them, I just want to get them a little bit mashed so I can release their juices. So you're going to heat the mixture up, and when it starts to boil, not a fast boil, but when it starts to bubble, you're going to turn the burner down to low, continue to stir, and reduce it down. At this point we might add some cornstarch to it to thicken it up, and then we'll let it cool down. That way it'll be ready to have on our pie when we're ready to eat it. Okay, alright, so I'm going to add some cornstarch to it to thicken it up, and you never want to add cornstarch to the hot mixture because it will clump and just be messy. So I'm going to take a little bit of water, a couple tablespoons of cornstarch, my fork, and just get it into a nice little slur. And then I'm going to add it to this, and I'm going to keep whipping it as I do it so it doesn't clump up. Okay. So I have it in there now, and I just want to keep stirring it. As you can see, It's already starting to thicken up. Hopefully you can see it's thickening there. So I'll just let that cool, and later today when everything's cooled to serve the pie, I'll be able to drizzle some blueberry sauce on it. Alright, thanks. Hello, I'm back. Our impossible pie has set and cooled. I'm going to cut a piece and give it a taste. Just want to say that it's best to refrigerate this overnight. The flavors blend together better, but I can't wait till tomorrow, so I just want to try it now. It looks like it came out really nice. It did flatten out a little bit as it cooled. So we're just going to go ahead and see what it is that makes this such a impossible dessert. I think it was like magic. I didn't cut this down. Tomato. Blueberry on top of that. Oh, that's delicious. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day.